AFL Tribunal for breaking the cheekbone of Geelong's Cameron Ling. Lockie Reed's been keeping an eye on the hearing, and Lockie, this suspension is the biggest in more than 10 years.
Tim, this is the biggest suspension since 1997 when Greg Williams copped 9 weeks for pushing an umpire. And this afternoon it was a very emotional Dean Solomon from the Fremantle Dockers who fronted the AFL Tribunal. He arrived prepared to plead guilty to intentional conduct, severe impact and high contact to Cameron Ling. And inside the tribunal, Solomon declared he was ashamed of his actions. He repeated that it was one of the lowest points of his career. He said he knew Cameron Ling socially, having surfed with him on several occasions, and he had been in contact by phone with him since the incident, which was still eating away at him. Now, I can tell you that the evidence from the Geelong doctor was pretty damning. The medical report said that Ling was treated for concussion. He had numbness of face and teeth. His cheekbone was fractured in 4 places and needed to be lifted back into place during surgery. He also suffered post-traumatic facial pain, and the doctor predicted 3 to 6 weeks on the sidelines for the premiership star. The Dockers were hoping that references from Kevin Sheedy, James Hird and Adam Ramanauskas might just lessen the suspension. Now, Sheedy said that Solomon was a strong, loyal and courageous player while he coached him at the Essendon Bombers. Hird agreed that the player had made a mistake, but he said it was certainly out of character for Dean Solomon. And the reference from Ramanauskas almost brought Dean Solomon to tears. Ramanauskas, of course, has been recovering from 2 bouts of cancer, and Solomon is one of his great mates and has helped him through that very traumatic time. After the tribunal, it was a very emotional Dean Solomon. He could not speak to the media, and he left that to football manager Robert Shaw.
Under the circumstances, he's made all the comments he needs to make. He's made his position very, very clear, and he feels it's not appropriate in the circumstances that he'll be making any further comments, so he apologises for that. And as for the result of the tribunal appearance, we'll certainly be seeking legal advice on the length of penalty.
So it seems we haven't heard the last of the Dean Solomon and Cameron Ling episode. Solomon will face 8 weeks on the sidelines. He won't be available to play until round 2 of next season. Barry Hall copping 7 weeks for hitting Brent Staker. The Dockers did receive some good news late this afternoon. Ryan Crowley was cleared of striking Gary Ablett during the game on Saturday. Tim, some good news, but some terrible news also for the Fremantle Dockers. It's back to you.
And Thompson says he's yet to speak to Mark Harvey following the weekend's spiteful clash, but it won't impact on their friendship.
No, I'm still good mates with him, and that won't change, but I don't speak to him every week. Never have and never will. It will be no different. We'll catch up in the future some stage.